morning, students. In the last video, you studied about fertilization, the concept of fertilization. So, explained about the fusion of gametes, how the sperm and the ovum will fuses. See, once after the insemination, it means the semen is released into the vagina, the sperms will travel their way towards the fallopian tube by passing the cervix, uterus, and then reaches the fallopian tube. So, where in the fallopian tube the sperms travel towards or moves towards the egg or the ovum. So, ultimately only one sperm that will fuses with the egg and that will form the zygote. See, the product of fertilization is nothing but the zygote. Okay. What happens once after the zygote develops? You studied up to the formation of the zygote. So, then the next concept is, what is the fate of zygote, or what happens after the development of the zygote? That is the development of the embryo. You know that the sexual reproduction that includes the mechanisms like gametogenesis, transfer of gametes, fertilization and embryonic development. Okay. So, the next concept is early embryonic development. How embryonic development will take place in human beings just after the fertilization. Okay. See, what is the product of fertilization? That is nothing but the zygote. Then the zygote will develop into embryo. That is what we call as embryogenesis. The process of development of zygote into embryo is called as embryogenesis. Okay. So, let us begin with the embryogenesis, or the early stages of development of the embryo. Okay. See, once the zygote is produced after fertilization, okay, after 30 hours of fertilization, after the first 30 hours of fertilization, the zygote begins to develop into embryo. It means that always in the embryonic development, the first thing is cleavage. What is the first thing in the embryonic development? That is nothing but the cleavage. Cleavage is nothing but the splitting of zygote into embryo. Okay. See, the zygote that splits first vertically, you can see in the diagram, the vertical division of zygote that results in the formation of two-celled embryo. That is what is called as proembryo or early embryo. So, where that process is what is called as cleavage. Cleavage is nothing but splitting of the embryo, splitting of the zygote into two identical cells or two equal size cells. That takes place after 30 hours of fertilization. Andre fertilization agi 30 hours aadmele the zygote will splits into, or vertical division that takes place in the zygote, and it divides the two cells, or it forms the two equal sized cells, and that is, those two cells are what we call as blastomeres. The two cells which is produced by the cleavage of the zygote, equal size cells, that is what is called as blastomeres, and the cleavage in human beings is said to be holoblastic. The cleavage in human is said to be holoblastic. See, holoblastic means, holo means complete. The complete division of, or complete splitting of the fertilized egg. The fertilized egg that completely splits into, or completely divides into two equal cells, equal size blastomeres. See, these two cells are said to be blastomeres. Always the first division is vertical division. Okay, in the vertical axis the division takes place. So, hence as the egg, the fertilized egg divides, it is said to be holoblastic and produced equal sized cells, and that is what is, they are what is known as blastomeres. Okay. So, now this is the first embryonic stage, that is what is called as two-celled stage. Okay. See, after the first division, after the first vertical division, then about after 24 to 30 hours later, the second division begins. That is the transverse division, or it is perpendicular to the first division, or right angle to the first division. The first division is vertical and the second division is right angle to the first division. It is nothing but the horizontal division. Okay. Then it produces four cells. The four blastomeres are produced. The first division is vertical and the second division is right angle to the first division. Okay, that is nothing but the horizontal division is observed. Then it results in the formation of 4 cells. Okay, this is slightly rapid when compared to the first division. First division is slightly slower. Okay, so whereas the second division, it is slightly rapid when compared to first division. So during the division, the nuclear content divides, the DNA replicates, the amount of cytoplasm that increases, it is nothing but the mitotic divisions. Okay, so all those things, the cellular contents will increases, duplication of the DNA, increase in the nuclear volume, increase in the nuclear content. All these things that takes place during the division. Okay, so remember the second division is perpendicular or right angle to the first division. The first division is vertical and the second division is horizontal, results in the formation of 4 blastomeres. So now that is what is called as 4-celled cells. Okay, see here also the embryonic development where the embryos, the early embryos were covered by zona pellucida. Just remember what is zona pellucida. This is nothing but the covering of the egg or the ovum. So in turn it is covered by corona radiata. So still here also there are some cells of corona radiata which surrounds. So later they dissolves completely. Okay, so now this is what is called as 4-celled embryonic stage. Okay, and similarly these 4 cells, they further undergone divisions. So it results in the formation of 16 cells. Further mitosis will take place in these cells. The number of cells will increases and now it becomes the 16-celled structure. Ultimately the 16 cells they further divide and now they produces 32 cells. See, all divisions here are mitotic divisions. Okay, there is no chances of meiosis. All divisions that results from a single cell to 32 cells, that is about the mitosis. See, now this structure, the 32 cell structure is now what is called as morula, and this process is what we call as morulation. See, morulation is nothing but the development of the morula. This is the first stage in the embryonic development, and morula is the first stage in the embryonic development of human beings. Okay, the process of formation of morula is called as morulation. See, morula is nothing but one of the stage, the named stage for the development of the embryo. The 32 cells which arrange themselves within the zona pellucida, covering of the zona pellucida, and now that is what is called as morula, and that process is what we call as morulation. That is nothing but the process of formation of morula is called as morulation. See here, the 32 cells were arranged themselves within the morula. Some of the cells they arranged outer side and they are what is called as peripheral cells. You can see in the diagram. Some cells which are arranged outer side and these cells are called as peripheral cells, and some of the cells they were arranged inner side and these cells are called as inner cells or inner cell mass. The outer cells are peripheral cells and these ones are called as inner cell mass. These are the inner cells. Okay, and now this structure, that is what we call as morula, and that process is what is called as morulation. Okay, see, once after the formation of morula, you just remember where the fertilization that has occurred, that is in the ampullary isthmic junction of the fallopian tube. Once the morula is produced, gradually this starts descending, or it descends out of the fallopian tube, starts entering into uterus. Gradually the morula that descends from the fallopian tube and that starts entering into uterus during the division, and it takes place about 4 to 5 days after the fertilization. Once after fertilization, that is up to the formation of morula, then it descends into uterus. It means gradually it comes out of the fallopian tube, then it enters into uterus, and that takes place about 4 to 5 days. Okay, see, once after the morula formation, and the next thing is blastulation, the second stage, what we call as blastulation. See, blastulation is nothing but the process of formation of blastula, and that is the another stage of embryonic development. See, in human beings, the blastula of humans is said to be blastocyst. Blastocyst. The blastula in humans, it is said to be blastocyst. After the formation of morula, the next thing is blastulation. This is the second stage. It means the process of formation of blastula. The blastula in human beings is said to be blastocyst. It is similar to the blastula of other animals, and it is 3 times higher than or larger than the size of the morula. So usually the size of blastula that ranges from 0.12 or increases from 0.1 to 0.3 millimeter in size. The morula, it is about the size of a fertilized egg, because as it is covered by zona pellucida. See, during the travelling of the morula from fallopian tube to uterus, gradually the corona radiata that dissolves. Okay, so then zona pellucida that remained. So morula is about the size of the fertilized egg, but blastula or blastocyst, the size increases from 0.1 to 0.3 millimeter. Once the blastula that enters into the uterus, gradually the cells in the blastula, they starts increasing in the size by absorbing the nutrients that is supplied by the endometrial cells of the uterus, and also the secretions of the nutrients, they enters into the uterine cavity, and that is what is called as uterine milk. Uterine milk. So that is nothing but the secretions of the uterus or the nutrients into the uterine cavity is called as uterine milk. This is very much important for the development of the embryo as to supply the nutrition. Okay. So once the morula enters into the uterus, it starts absorbing the nutrients from the endometrial layer, and also by the uterine milk, gradually the outer cells or the peripheral cells what were found in the morula, they get flattened and elongated. You can observe here in the diagram, the cells, the outer cells, by absorbing the nutrition, they get flattened and elongated. The flat cells are produced in the outer side, and that is what is called as trophoblast. You can see here trophoblast. Trophoblast is nothing but the outer cells of the blastocyst, the outer flattened cells of the blastocyst. After the nourishment, the cells starts enlarging and they become flat, and that is what is called as trophoblast. It forms the outer covering or outer layer of the blastocyst. This is also called as trophoectoderm. Ecto means outside, derma means the layer. Trophoectoderm or trophoblast. See, I am discussing about the blastocyst, the formation of blastocyst, that is blastulation, the second stage. The morula that enters into the uterus, the cells absorb the nutrition from the inner layer of the uterus, and also the uterine milk that absorbs the nutrition. These cells, they absorb the nutrition from the uterine milk. The outer cells, they flatten, they enlarges and they become flattened. So where that is what is called as trophoblast. Okay. So then the cells which are found within the trophoblast, they arrange themselves, they rearrange themselves, and they get attaches to one of the end of the trophoblast. The trophoblast that separates from the cells, the inner mass of the cells, but except at one of the point. See, at this point, these cells, inner mass of cells, they get attaches to the trophoblast. That is what is called as embryonic knob. Embryonic knob or inner cell mass. You can observe here in the diagram. See, just make out the difference between these two. Here the cells are arranged compactly, but here once the blastocyst is produced, the cells rearrange themselves. The trophoblast gets separates from the other cells or rest of the cells which are found inside. So where these cells get arranged themselves to one of the side and get attaches to trophoblast at one end, and this is what is called as embryonic knob or inner cell mass. Okay, and this is what is called as animal pole. This region of the blastocyst is called as animal pole or embryonic pole, where the cells which are arranged at one end of the blastocyst and leaving a cavity here. You can observe here, leaving a cavity, and it is filled with the fluid. That is nothing but the uterine milk and the secretions of the endometrium of the uterus. They enters inside the blastocyst and leaving a cavity, and that cavity is what we call blastocele. Okay, blastocele is nothing but the cavity found in the blastocyst. See, this type of questions will be asked in your viva, in practical examination. What is a blastocyst? What is a blastocele? Name the cavity found inside the blastocyst. The cavity that found inside the blastocyst is called as blastocele, and it is filled with the fluid, where the cells are the embryonic cells which are arranged here. They move towards one side and get attaches at one point to trophoblast. You know what is a trophoblast? Nothing but the outer layer of the blastocyst. The cells are flattened and elongated. And this one is the point of attachment is what is called as embryonic knob, and this end, this region is what is called as animal pole or embryonic pole. See, these cells are the embryonic cells which actually produces the further embryo, the future embryo. Okay, all other parts found in the embryo, they will be generated from by these cells. Okay, so then the trophoblast, this trophoblast will produce the villi. It is nothing but the chorionic villi. The trophoblast will produce the villi, the amnion, chorion, and fetal part of placenta. Fetal part of placenta. See, amnion, chorion, these are nothing but the germinal layers. Okay. Villi are nothing but the finger-like projections. So I will explain what are these amnion and chorion later. Okay. Villi are nothing but the finger-like projections. Amnion and chorion. Then fetal part of the placenta. So they were produced by the cells of trophoblast, are nothing but the trophoectoderm. Okay. And the inner mass called as animal pole, the cavity what we call as blastocele, and the outer covering, the flattened cells what is called as trophoblast. Okay. See, the traveling of this takes place nearly about 5 days. Okay, the blastulation, the process, the whole blastulation that takes place about 5 days. Okay. Thereafter, once the blastula is produced, and the next very important thing after the blastulation or the formation of blastocyst, the very important thing is the implantation. Once after the formation of blastula, the next thing is implantation. Implantation. Okay. See, implantation is nothing but the process of attachment of blastula or blastocyst into the endometrium of uterus. The process of attachment of blastocyst into the endometrium of uterus is called as implantation. So 1 mark question will be asked in the examination. What is implantation? Implantation is nothing but the blastocyst get attaches to the endometrium of the uterus, and that process is called as implantation, and usually that takes place about 7th days or 1 week after fertilization. That takes place 1 week or 7 days after fertilization. Okay. See, during the implantation, the cells of trophoblast, they produce small finger-like projections. They produce some small finger-like projections where these cells, they come out of the zona pellucida. No, the covering of the egg or the ovum. So they come out of the zona pellucida and they produce some small finger-like projection, and the cells of trophoblast, they come out through the zona pellucida by secreting lysins. Lysins. It means they break down the wall. Partly the wall of the zona pellucida that break down, the cells of trophoblast, they come out in the form of a letter what we call 8. The form of the number 8. In this form, the cells of trophoblast, they come out. Okay. So by secreting the lysins, and they are producing finger-like projections, and these finger-like projections are called as chorionic villi. Chorionic villi. Okay. With the help of chorionic villi, the blastocyst get attaches to the endometrium of the uterus. Can attaches to the endometrium of the uterus, and this process what we call implantation. Implantation is nothing but the process of attachment of blastocyst into the endometrium of the uterus is called as implantation. Okay. Implantation that takes place with the help of chorionic villi. Chorionic villi are nothing but the finger-like projections which were produced from the cells of trophoblast. During the development of the chorionic villi, the zona pellucida that slightly it makes a slit in the zona pellucida by secreting lysins. Okay, so where the blastose is some part of trophoblast that come out in the form of a letter what is called as 8. So during this, here it produces a finger-like projections and start penetrating the endometrial layer by secreting some of the hydrolytic enzymes. The hydrolytic enzymes which are produced by the cells of trophoblast that makes a cavity or a slit or a depression in the endometrium by dissolving the cells which are found in the outer surface of the endometrium. It makes a dig out or it makes a cavity to sit there in the endometrium. I think you understand. The trophoblast cells, they produce hydrolytic enzymes, and these hydrolytic enzymes, they dissolve some cells of the endometrium, they digest some cells of the endometrium, and it makes out a cavity or a depression in the endometrium. So where the blastocyst that will rest here, it will enter here, and by attaching with the help of chorionic villi. It is just like how a seed that germinates and how it roots up, and how a root that will hold the soil and it will hold the plant. It is just like that, where the trophoblast cells, they enter in or penetrating the endometrial cells. Firmly the blastocyst will fix us into the endometrium of the uterus, and that process what is called as implantation, that mainly takes place by the secretions of some hydrolytic enzymes by the cells of trophoblast. Okay, so where with the help of chorionic villi, it will found attaches to endometrium, and that is what is called as implantation. All of these process that nearly takes place about 9 to 10 days after the fertilization. The whole process, the development of the morula, the development of the blastula, and the entry of morula into the uterine cavity. So then development of blastula, implantation, all these things that nearly takes about 9 to 10 days after the fertilization. Okay, so now this is what we call as blastocyst stage, and here the blastocyst get attaches to the endometrium of the uterus. So I said that the cells of the trophoblast, they produce chorion, amnion and villi, okay, and fetal part of the placenta, whereas the cells which are found in the animal pole or embryonic pole, they produce the organs and other cells in the embryo. Okay, so up to here this is about the early embryonic development. So where once after the fertilization, the zygote after 30 hours of fertilization, that splits into two equal size cells, where that is what is called as two blastomeres. They were equal in size. That's why the cleavage in human beings is said to be holoblastic. That is what is called as cleavage. The splitting of zygote into two equal size blastomeres is called as cleavage. So once after the first cleavage, 30 hours takes place. After that, the second cleavage takes place, that is right angle to the first cleavage. It results in the formation of 4 cells. Similarly, the number of cells will increases to 8, 16, then ultimately it reaches to 32 cells, and now this is what is called as morula, and that process is called as morulation. Morula is the first stage of embryonic development in human beings. Okay, and once after the formation of morula that gradually descends out of the fallopian tube, then enters into the uterus. During that, the layer of corona radiata that dissolves, then it forms another stage what is called as blastocyst or blastula, and that process is what is called as blastulation. The blastocyst that consists of outer layer of flattened cells called as trophoblast, an inner cavity what is called as blastocele, and mass of cells, embryonic cells, which are present at one end by attaching to trophoblast, that is called as embryonic knob. The point of attachment of the cells called as embryonic knob, and those cells, mass of cells, are called as embryonic cells, and that end of the blastocyst is called as animal pole. That end is called as animal pole. So where after the formation of blastocyst, the next process is implantation, where blastocyst can get attaches to the endometrium of the uterus by means of structures what is called as chorionic villi, and that takes place nearly about 7th days of fertilization. The overall process up to here, implantation, that nearly takes about 9 to 10 days. Okay, so this is about the early embryonic development. The next class I will discuss about the pregnancy, early development of the pregnancy, the gastrulation, formation of germinal layer, the placenta, how placenta develops and what are the functions of the placenta, Okay, so up to here this is embryonic development. Okay, thank you.